Yo, what's up guys? My name is Doom Eminent, but you can just call me Jeff, and today I'm coming to you guys with a triple free-for-all MOAB on the map Lockdown by our new member, Doom Mariga. He is a new free-for-all recruit for Doom, and this is actually his first ever gameplay on Doom. So be sure to show him some love by heading over to his channel, guys. Both my links and Mariga's links will be down in the description. And also, guys, before I start the commentary, I would like to ask you guys to tweet at us if you have double XP codes for Advanced Warfare. They can come from Monsters or Doritos, and if you're willing to share them with us, tweet at us, and then we'll follow you so you can DM them to us. We'd really appreciate it. We can use all we can get, and yeah, that would be really appreciated, guys. Alright, guys, so today what we are going to be talking about is actually a story that I have for you guys. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, this is a story that kind of embarrasses me when I tell it. It's almost in a way pathetic, but I will be telling it to you guys today, and I hope you guys do enjoy it. And basically, the subject of today's story is the first time I ever got a ticket. And so far, it has been the last time because I've only gotten one ticket in the year and a half that I've been driving. And yeah, I've only gotten one ticket, so that's pretty good. But the funny thing is about this story is that I got the ticket on my first ever day of driving. You guys may not believe me, but I'm gonna tell you the story how it all happened. And yeah, it's pretty crazy. It sucks that I got the ticket on my first ever day of driving, but it did actually happen. I'm gonna explain to you guys how it all happened. So basically, it all started out at the DMV. You know, I go to and the DMV is basically just the place where you take your test. So like your driving test. So I go to the DMV and I actually managed to pass the test somehow, which is surprising to me because I didn't think I was the best driver at the time. But and I never really paid attention in driver's ed, so I was kind of a bad driver in my opinion. Like compared to how I am now, it's like a world away. Like I felt like I feel like I'm so much better of a driver now. But you guys don't care. So yeah, I passed the test somehow. And then the first thing I do is drive home with my mom. So that's cool. I'm like driving. I'm like, whoa, I'm a licensed driver. This is awesome. My mom had already put a picture on Facebook of me holding my license. You know, all that license stuff that happens. But anyways, so I get home and my brother's like, hey, can you take me over to my friend's house? My car's there last night. I think my brother was like sick that night or something, the previous night. So he had to have a friend take him home and his car was still at his friend's house. So I think that's what happened. So my brother's like, hey, can you take me over to my friend's house? I'm feeling better now, and I just have to pick up my car. So I'm like, all right, sure, this is the first thing I'll ever do with my license, and I was pretty stoked. So I get in the car, and then my neighbor calls me right then, and she says, hey, can you take me to get some food? And I'm like, you know what, sure. And I already knew that I had two people in the car, which was more than I'm supposed to have at the time, because when you're 16, you're only supposed, at least in America, when you're 16, you're only supposed to have one person in the car. Maybe it's not even in other states, but in Illinois, where I live, that's how it is. You're only supposed to have one extra person in the car until you're 17. Unless it is family members. But so my neighbor walks out, and after I said sure, but then the funny thing is she walked out with like 3 more girls, and I'm like, are you serious? You didn't tell me you had 3 girls with you. And like, being the guy that I am, you know, I'm not gonna deny a bunch of girls, but I didn't want to be a dick or anything, but like I just had to let them into my car, so without being like a douche. So I let them all in my car, and I'm like, all right, this is kind of sketchy. I'm gonna be driving with like 5 people plus me, which is gonna be kind of sketchy, but I did it anyways. So, we are on our way to go to my brother's house. It's like in the main town, or in the main like center of my town where I'm going, and I'm kind of on the edge of my town. So I'm heading towards the center of my town, and basically my brother goes, crap, I just forgot my keys, or I forgot my keys. And I'm like, are you serious? And he's like, yeah, we gotta go home and get him. So he's like, turn around, go this way. And I'm like, all right. So I make a U-ey, and then he's like, turn right here. So I go this way. And this way is actually somewhere that I've never gone, and I never remembered going there or paid attention when my mom might have gone this way, because you know when I didn't have my license, I never really paid attention to what was going on. So I go that way, and basically there was a stop sign that was hidden behind a bush, or like it's in the middle of like a bush and a tree. It's kind of hard to explain, but like the bush thing, it was in the middle of a bush and a tree. I can't really explain what it looked like, but it was good enough height to hide the stop sign until like the last second. So anyways, I'm driving, you know, I'm strolling along, I'm feeling great. I'm like, all right, we're going to go get these keys, and then we're going to take my friends to get food and all this stuff that's going on. And I all of a sudden see this stop sign out of nowhere. And my first initial reaction, of course, is to stop because it's a stop sign. So I press on the brake, but then by that time, I was already going like 25. So by the time I was like slowing down, I was already like 3/4 of the way through the intersection. So I'm like, all right, it's too late to stop now. So I just let go of the brake and kept going. And then guys, the story took a bad turn, and that is when we heard the sirens. And yes, the cop turned on his sirens, and we did not see this cop coming. But yeah, he turned on his sirens, and then he pulls us over, and he walks up, and I forgot what he said, but it was something along the lines of like, are they with you? And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, well, I mean, obviously they were with me because they were in the car. And then he's like, I think I said that they were like my sisters or something. I forgot how it all happened, but I basically said that these girls that were with me were all my sisters, and the cop just gave me this funny look, and he's like, he obviously knew they were my sisters because they all look way different than each other, nothing like me, and basically he just knew that they weren't my sisters, but he did let me off on the hook with that, but he still did give me the ticket for blowing the stop sign, which I understand, but also I'm like, come on, dude, it's my first ever day of driving, and you're gonna give me a ticket. I mean, I know I was in the wrong. Let me know what you guys' opinions are down in the comments below. I know I was in the wrong, and I'm not saying I shouldn't have got the ticket, but I did wish he kind of cut me some slack because it was my first ever day, and the stop sign was hidden, and he had to have known that. But anyways, guys, that is my story of the first time I ever got a ticket, and yes, it was on the first day of getting my license, and that's pretty pathetic in my opinion. But anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this video, be sure to check out Doom Mario Guy's channel. His channel will be down in the description below, as well as mine. As always, we're always the commentators and the gameplay guys are always in the description. So if you guys do enjoy the commentary or the gameplay or both, check us out. But anyways, guys, if you did enjoy the video, if you could leave a like, that would be awesome. And anyways, guys, that is all I got. I will see you guys later, and peace.